I'm doing a few Harry Potter actors here. This actor is Irish. Ishtar's symbol is the eight-pointed star, and he's wearing them as earrings. The character is named Luna Lovegood. Luna is moon. Her patronus or spirit animal is a hare. Easter was originally the celebration of Ishtar, the Assyrian and Babylonian goddess of fertility and sex. Her symbols, like the egg and the bunny, were and still are fertility and sex symbols. Chang'o is a Chinese moon goddess and is accompanied by a white rabbit. In Egyptian mythology, hares were closely associated with the cycles of the moon, which was viewed as masculine when waxing and feminine when waning. Therefore, hares were believed to be androgynous. A hare-headed god and goddess can be seen on the Egyptian temple walls of Dendera, where the goddess is believed to be Unut, while the god is most likely a representation of Osiris, who was sacrificed to the Nile annually in the form of a hare. The moon rabbit is an insignia of both male and female lunar deities in the classic Maya period. How did people think this was a girl? I see a young lad. This is the person younger doing the hand signs. Look at the person's face. Just remove the hair. Does this really look like a girl to you? Photoshop on the skull and hand. The hand is blurry because it's been edited. Look at that long humerus. That's the true hand size and digit ratio. Huge, bony, wide shoulders, no female hips, long arms, large male feet. Compared to the male model, the body is identical. The shoulder muscles, long humerus and forearm, large hands. Now look at this girl. Small skull, small shoulders, short arms, wide hips. The lenses on those spectacles are blue and purple. The image inside is a toroidal field. The magazine calls them specter specs. A specter is a ghost, which means they let her see invisible entities. Now, apparently this is a real phenomenon. Why is dicyanin dye illegal? Dicyanin dye is illegal because it is said to have special properties when placed between two glass planes. The resulting effect gives anyone the ability to look into the astral realm, along with seeing a person's emanating aura, essentially proving that another plane of reality exists. And that's a problem because they don't want people to know about these energetic vampires. There are entities that eat your energy and feed on your emotions. And if you knew it, you would do something and they would lose their food source. In front of bricks, hiding the flat male back, large skull, square jaw, wide apart eyes, male jaw, wide neck, Masonic fist to chin, square male wrist. You see that humerus? It's too long to belong to a woman. It's a boy with very long hair. They put filters in the film to soften the male features. Tall forehead, chin, jaw, large hand. Bending the feet to hide how big they are. Flat back. Sitting beside this person who has the longer humerus. Shouldn't the man on the left have it? No, because it's probably an FTM. Not doing a good job because I don't get a human vibe off this person. Intense, piercing eyes. Compared to a man with feminization surgery, you can see the same prominent brow bone. These are two men, and one had a rhinoplasty. Both have the brow ridge, piercing eyes, tall forehead. Another alleged vegan verb: to love without boundaries defined by privilege or species. Is that a confession? Anytime they go on about vegan, they connect it to cows. The cow has an 8-petaled flower on the third eye. Ishtar's symbol is the 8-pointed star. Hathor, the Egyptian cow goddess. On many occasions, she was personified as a cow, a figure of her material and sublime character, although her symbol was usually shown as a woman with a crown of cow horns and a solar disc. Egyptian sun god Ra on the solar bark with Hathor, a cosmic sky god portrayed here as a cow. Narrow male hips. He's walking with the legs and not the hips because this is male bones. Dancing with the stars, wearing cat ears, the arms are touching down to the thigh. He's beginning to look like Britney Spears. Britney is a boy as well. Square male wrist, large hands. That humerus is too long to belong to a woman. They can shave the brow bone down, but it grows back. Women don't have that huge bump. That's for men only. Study the open trans people. Had the feminization surgery, but the brow is going to grow back, so it's a waste of money. Large skull, large teeth, wide dental arch, wide neck. One hand up, one hand down is Baphomet, the trans chimera. Astrology symbols on the dress. Sitting like a bloke, long humerus. It's a boy with makeup. These are not female eyes. The male head, large male back. His is still from the film. Whose humerus is longer? Who has the pointed chin, sloping jaw, and natural breasts? Wide shoulders, straight male torso. Women have smaller shoulders, subcutaneous fat, wider hips. The actor's hips are too low. Women's hips are higher up. This is a trailer for the film. Flat male back, small male bum, long leg bones. Another film still. Thank you, Just Jared, for showing me what a square chin and jaw looks like. Cerulean blue dress, massive skull, butterfly tattoo, long ring finger, starting to look a lot like Jamie Lynn Spears, who really believes he was a pregnant teenager. You got a tattoo on your neck. Is that how you see what's behind you? That's him now, not looking female. Double moons on the forehead. Forehead, brow bone, square jaw. Didn't change. That's why he looks better as his born gender. What's that? What's that hand spell mean? You know. More hand signs, must be a coincidence. Flat back, very large feet. They put light on the face to soften it, but you can still see the large brow bone, large shoulders, the breasts are too low down. Then we've got the long arms, there's a corset underneath of the dress. They photoshopped the shoulders. A little younger, definitely can see that male brow bone. Huge feet, male hips, long arms. Venus rules the color green. This person is allegedly vegan. I doubt that. I've never seen a vegan that looks like they want to eat you alive. Those eyes. I expect to see a forked tongue in that mouth. Wide male neck because this person was born male. Now you see what I can see. Daniel Radcliffe played Harry Potter, small skull. She has a hand in her pants to hide the female hips. I can see the subcutaneous fat. This is not what a man's body looks like. Shoulder to hip ratio, a bit of editing on the shoulders, the thighs are too thick. But it looks like there's something in the crotch. He's packing. Look at the open FTMs. They also use prosthetics. Someone said they saw him in that horse play and he had a willy. That's not real. I looked at the site, it's prosthetics. If you're watching from afar, you will assume it's real. Short arms, wide hips, delicate collarbones, subcutaneous fat. This is an FTM porn star. Let's do a comparison. Both have V-shaped clavicles. Both have soft belly fat and a curve in the waist. Both have short arms that angle away from the body and wide hips. Small skull, no brow bone. Look at this jaw. It's a sloping female jaw. Small mouth, edited jaw and neck. Walking with the hips. Men don't cross their legs when walking. Her wide pelvis is causing that. Wide female Q angle. Small sloping shoulders, bad editing on the right arm. Kieran Maloney is an open FTM. Similar body structure. They edited Daniela's shoulders and arms. Still has wide hips. With a real boy, it's obvious. Kieran has small muscle development, the female stomach. The boy has straight collarbones, wide shoulders, long arms. This photo is edited and grabbing nothing because it's flat in the front. V-shaped collarbones, wide hips, shiny female hair, small mouth. His power animal is a white stag, and I have explained about Pan, the horned deity, also called Hern and Cernunnos. Daniel was in a film called Horns, where he became a horny red devil. Opening portals for demons to come here. I haven't seen the film because I don't care. The bricks is Freemasonry, female digit ratio, sloping shoulders, edited neck. Where's your brow ridge? Why do you have a short forehead and a small jawbone? Because this person was born female. They are transgender because they are servants of Ishtar. I've never seen a boy look like this. Men walk with their legs, women walk with the hips. That's why Dan is walking with the hips, and the movement comes from the hips, not the leg. I've seen a few pictures like this, so it might be testosterone abuse or whatever drugs they give her.
What is the oldest trick in the book? Egyptian is the right
I
answer.
think I might have.
You might know
Is
this?
it about a man called Deddy?
Deddy. How do you know about
everything?
Deddy? You're right.
He was a man who did the first magic trick, which was, I think, a decapitation of a goose.
You're right.
And tore it off and did it to impress the king. And it's in an ancient scroll.
It
which I
is?
do know the name of. I think I do.
Yeah, go on.
The Westcar Papyrus.
The Westcar Papyrus. This
Oh, yeah.
man is brilliant. Do they-
I should say, you know, I have
Do they
had... Yes, they do. There is a
They
certain
teach
amount
this
of...
in ancient wizardry at
Yes,
Hogwarts.
they do,
don't
absolutely,
they?
yes.
There's an idea that when you get cast as Harry Potter, they give you a crash course in as much wizardry as they possibly can, and then you just top it off with a bit of acting at the end.
Pretty much it.
Dan's small face and Emma's huge shoulders. That's all you need to see is them. I've never seen a woman with massive wide shoulders. Crikey. Young Emma on the right. It's a boy with long hair. Stands like a boy. I see boy legs, big feet. Straight legs, no hips. There's editing on the waistline. Boy hips and walking from a male Q angle. Emma's navel is too high. Straight legs. He knows he's being photographed. That pose is meant to look like a female Q angle. Edited the spine and bum. Now where's that bum? Flat back. Terrible editing to look like a curved female spine. The movement comes from the knee, not the hips. Oh, flat back. No exaggerated back curve now. Where's that big bum from before? She's got an inflatable bum that comes and goes. You know they edit these people because you can find pictures where they don't. Flat, straight back. Footballer's shoulders. Someone in comments told me about this dress he wore. I shouldn't be shocked. Bats, Baphomet, stars and bees. This is an open MTF model as well. They say Emma looks like Kieran Shipka, aka Sabrina the Luciferian Witch. Male trachea and jaw. Boy body. That's not a woman's torso. Flat back. Look at his mirror reflection. I can see the Adonis belt. Shoulders are too wide. Straight legs. Long humerus. Long forearm. Long ring finger. Low boy hips. Big feet. That could be a bum lift. Photoshop on the left picture. They made a female waist and wider hips, but the black bikini, the waist is male, the bum is male, and he's leaning over so you don't realize the shoulders are wider than the hips. Do you understand? Emma does not have a male body. The wide shoulders lack a female hips because it's a male pelvis. Little stick legs. Edited the head, but the hands are huge. Chopstick legs. Ladyboy legs. Compared to an open MTF, same look. Neither of these people have wide hips. Large brow ridge over the eyes. Large chin bone. Neck and shoulders. Wow. This looks like fat transfer. Watch the surgery video. Shoulders. They are much wider than the hips. Low male hips. Women have smaller bone structure and a wider pelvis. They don't look good without makeup because these are men. Trachea ahead, make a hard right. Neck, shoulders. It's a boy wearing women's clothing. Big hands, long male ring finger, long arms, flat back. They don't edit all the photos. Maybe they can't be bothered. You think this is a woman? I've never seen a woman with such wide, straight shoulders. Andrei Pejic is an open MTF model. Same massive shoulders and long arms. Clémence Posey is so obvious. Compare an open MTF to Clémence, it's the same look. Brow ridge, square jaw. Would be a handsome man. The brow ridge and jaw is still there. You have a handsome boy and you put makeup on them. And this looks like the boy from 50 Shades of Lifelong Therapy. Look, edit the lad's nose and chin and it's the same appearance. They have the same neck and collarbones. And how about those shoulders? Long arms? You don't know women in real life who look like this. Bones tell you what they are. The FTMs all stand together. They edited Ivana. Clémence has skinny ankles and legs. The FTM beside you has wider hips than you've got. But the skirt flares out to hide that the hips are smaller than the shoulders. People told me Tom Felton looks similar to Ivana. You've got the light bulb head now. There's the bricks. As a child doing hand spells. No brow bone, small jaw, small mouth. She just looks swollen for some reason. Pretty eyes, got your teeth fixed. Wide hips on these girls. They might have edited Tom's hips because I see wide hips here. The shoulders slope down, which they don't on a man. It's apparent. Hourglass body, shoulders and hips are the same width. The skull is too small. The eyes are too pretty. If you think men are supposed to be pretty, you're lying to yourself. Emma's shoulders won't go away. They're just here. Bonnie Wright with an edited chin and long, wide neck. That jaw is very strong and square. The fringe covers up the large male forehead. Got bricks again. The jaw, the hand signs. Stocky body, the friend has a flat back. Earlier photos, no hips, small boy bum, flat male back, low male bum. But now look, what, you just think that she grew up and filled out? These are small male hips, possibly a castrated boy. This person is trying to cover the flat lower back. No curve in that back at all. But suddenly there's a curve. Editing. I found pictures where some were edited and some not. The left picture, his body is straight, but the right photo, the body is more curvy. No hips. Now there's hips. This is fat grafting to look like a female body. Both have flat backs. Both walk with the legs, not the hips. Shoulders, boy body, with these long arms. Here they edit the arms to look like short female bones. These are male arms, male humerus. This is not a female body. They want you to believe that women can have large shoulders and narrow hips. This is incorrect. Male brow bone, male jaw. These people don't look like us. Bonnie has the skull on the right. Women have oval or round skulls, smaller bone structure. The difference is painfully obvious. Rupert Grint wearing a dinosaur t-shirt with no male brow bone and passive eyes. Does that really look like a man? The eyes are close together, which is usually female. Small mouth. Emma is huge compared to the FTMs. Oh, wide hips, wide Q angle. The arms bow out, which they do in women. Walking with the hips. In the boys, you see the knee lift up. I don't see that here. The movement is coming from the hips. You see the difference in the bones? They can take testosterone, but I don't think they grow male bones. All of these people are in the service of the transgender prostitution goddess, so normal people who transgender are also serving this reptilian entity, whether you accept it or not.